Are you on? Hey, Bec, how you going? Sharon, are you on? No.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Hey, guys, how are you all?
Aloha, shalom, and how are we?
These two. Oh, there we go. I'm playing around. Ginger, how you going? We'll just wait for everyone to get on. Got special guests for you all tonight, guys. You know that we've used her cards every week so far. Here we go. Here they are.
I have the same.
Amazing, beautiful Sharon Tal with us tonight. She's got her own version. And I'm going to see if she'll do some readings for you guys.
Can you hear me now, Bec?
Your microphone's not on. Is it on? Can you hear her?
Who can hear Sharon?
They are amazing. Shalom Motek.
Shalom, shalom.
Ronnie, how you going?
It tells me that everyone can hear me. Can you hear me now? 1, 2, 1, 2. 5, 2, 3, 5.
You can hear her? Awesome.
Hey, Elvira. Hey, Ronit. Diana, Bec.
Just wait for them all to come on. Diana, how are you? Are you all right? Guess we all tonight, guys. You know that we have the cards every week so far. Here we go. Here they are. I have the same amazing beautiful. Diana, how are you? I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Sharon. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Maybe I'll be quiet.
Hey, Tay. Rachel, can you hear both of us?
One, two, two, two. Bec, how can you not hear me? That's bad. Well, Ronit says that...
Crazy. I can't hear anything. Wait a minute. Why can't I hear? My microphone. Can you hear me?
I can.
You can hear me? You can hear Ronnie, you can hear us both? I can't hear Sharon at all. Maybe, hang on a minute. Brain fart. Speak.
1, 2, 1, 2, 15.
I have my speaker turned off. Oh, classic. It's all right. Well, welcome to tonight's Barber Banter with special guest Sharon Tal from
Yes.
5 to Thrive. These are our favorites, and we used these last week, and now we have the master creator herself online. And what are you holding up?
The Soul Alchemist.
Oh, sorry, the Soul Alchemist. Yeah, I'll get it right in a minute. As you can tell, we're really informal here.
Yeah,
we like to keep it real, and we like to just make it informal. Hi, babe. How you going? So what I want to do is just basically open up the forum just quickly to see how everybody's gone with this week. How we're going with struggles. We usually have a bit of a banter first, Sharon. And then we'll get you on if you're okay.
Part of it. It's awesome.
Yeah, go. Well, okay. Do you want to open up and, tell us a little bit first about what inspired you to create your card deck? What does the Soul Alchemist mean? And, what can you share with my followers? I know that you have so many talented, amazing things. And I think that, they're in for a really big treat. So I know all about you, but they don't. So I'm just going to open up the floor and sit back and listen for a minute. So go for it.
Okay, so everyone, how are we? I see that we have friends from everywhere. So my name is Sharon Tal, and I am the Soul Alchemist. I am a qualified kinesiologist, counselor, Reiki master teacher, married celebrant, author of those two beautiful beauties. And I create a lot of things. So why alchemist? Because I actually think, what does people need? And then I go and create it. My gift, my beauty is that I channel with higher levels, and I became a channel for over 25 years. I just turned 50 2 days ago. And I even have the balloons here. Want to see? All the balloons and the flowers.
Oh, wow, they're so cool.
Yes. And basically, a few years ago, I think it was after my mom, I was born in Israel. Was that the question? No. Was born in Israel. I came to Melbourne 21 years ago, and I've opened my clinic about 20 years ago. What brought me to create and develop these cards was the fact that I myself went through a kind of horrific trauma in my childhood. From the ages of 4 till 14, I was a victim of a severe, I guess, sexual assault. It's not, I guess, it was. And then I had to suppress everything. And that had a big effect on my adrenals. It was by family members, and I was forced to suppress it. Then I joined the army, like every Israeli do. I became a sergeant and a leader. M16 and Uzi were my best mate. I never shot anyone, so it can't be from a killer to a healer. But hey, I think
that's the new book. Killer to a healer.
Healer, I know, but I was a shooting instructor, didn't shoot anyone. From here to there, I discovered spirituality, and I think my first shock of crystals was when I went to the British Museum when I was 27, I think. And I thought that I knew things about crystals, and I love my amethyst and blah blah. And then I was like shocked. It's a whole section floor of crystals, and I was like, wow, I know nothing. And that just encouraged me to learn and to know more about crystals. And through the crystals, I started to do some past life regression and connected to my life in Atlantis and in Egypt and all kind of other lives. And going through deep, it's just unveiling lots of layers of healing and creation of new healed experiences in life. I had a calling to open my clinic and to study and to learn and to evolve. And from here to there, I think after my mom passed away 4 years ago, the universe or her kicked my butt to start to actually create and bring it out to the world. And that's what brought me. This was supposed to be a chapter of my second book, From Survive to Thrive. And I was sitting down and my guy just told me, write. And it was like, I wrote all these affirmations. And then the cards came through. And then basically I have created them via the chakras. So if you'll see here, this goes from the red all the way to the purple. And it was divided from survive, revive, and thrive. So our evolution, our healing, you cannot go just survive to thrive. So if you have to heal, you have to do the revive in the middle. You have to have all this energy to help you to shift the energy. What you see as well on the card here is the Merkaba. And the Merkaba is the chariot. And the chariot is the vessel that actually takes you from one dimension to the other, from one space to the other. The word chariot, Merkaba in Hebrew, it's a vehicle. It's an actual vehicle. And upon meditating upon this is how, whomever was in Atlantis, this is how we transform from one state to the other. And it used to take us in that circular way. So I chose as well the galaxy here because this is vast. This is beyond. And like everything, I'm even talking to you and I'm getting goosebumps. So it is all very powerful and very real. And if you will see in the deck of the cards, it's divided for 5 layers. The first one is the survive, which is all the red and bringing you into like the base chakra and the sacral at the end of it. So you're stuck, you are at the bottom, you are at the base, and sometimes you're not fully grounded. Am I talking too much, Bec, or do you want me to stop and ask?
No. I'm just laughing because I'm thinking there's no way I've been reading these cards the right way. But hey, we got through, didn't we, guys? We just pull them out and say what it is. But I think everybody's gonna.
That's okay. It's all good.
I told you I was reading them wrong, but it's getting them out there. That's the main thing. And I always believe that people will get the message they need anyway. So keep going. Just for the guys that are, just for the guys that are jumping on, I can see that you're all asking questions, and I'm saying, hey, everyone's saying happy birthday, Sharon,
Thank you.
for last week. And we've got joining people from Ireland here as well, all over the place. So we can see that you're asking for readings, so we'll get to you. Don't worry. And
let the Virgo explain it to you first, and then
let the Virgo go.
This is Gemini, Virgo. We just do things differently. I will share soon. Arabian horses. And where will you write, Francis? No, I can't read them yet. Let me finish this first. So then you have here the survive. But before you can even revive, you need to go in that transitional part. So the second part is orange to yellow, which is the sacral chakra, where your motivation and your urge to do things is coming through all the way to the solar plexus, which is the center, your own personal power. The revive brings you into that sun, into that solar plexus, into that chakra, and it takes you through to the heart chakra, because this is where the healing is taking place. So this is where you are to allow yourself, and this is where the true revive is happening. Why? Because you're starting to fulfill all your creations and to fill your body with this energy of the sun, which is the powerful connection. Then you have the next stage is revive to thrive. This is where the throat chakra and the beginning of the third eye, where you're starting to create and to make the list for your wishes and to be able to express them. And then at the top, you have the thrive. This is now the third eye, crown chakra and beyond. This is where you bring it to other dimensions as well. And this is where the thrive is a state of being of the absolute ultimate love.
Awesome. So the transcendence, basically, that's what we're doing.
You can, from survive to thrive. This is actually an activation deck to move your energy and to shift it from survive to thrive. So whatever trauma or pain that you had, you just do it, and you can create.
Fantastic.
You do it.
All right, guys, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. If you want these cards, we'll post the link at the end of the banter, and you'll be able to order them there. Or I'm thinking, like, what's she burning down the house?
No, I don't have fire detective. I don't need smoke detective in the house.
All right, we've got some people online. Can you see? Are you able to see the comments?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so the way that
you have a reading, please. Okay, how do I do the reading? What?
Right. So the way that I've been doing them is I've been waiting for guidance from spirit, and then I'll go to where I'm guided. And then that's the way I've been doing them. But you can do it whatever way you want to.
Are you doing it specifically per person or as a general?
Per person. Per person, yeah.
No worries at all. Okay, so let's do. I'm gonna close my eyes and see where my mouse is. Boom. Oh, someone said just good luck. Rebecca said, beautiful, makes sense, right? Would you like a card, Rebecca? I guess it's a yes, right? Who wouldn't like a card? So I just want you to think of something. Give me a question, please. Just a quick question, and I will take for you, Rebecca. Okay, no answer from Rebecca, but it's still going for Rebecca. This is the card. Rebecca, are you feeling a bit stuck at the moment? So this is the card that came. I'd love a card. Well, you got one. The card is stuck. Are you feeling a little bit stuck at the moment? So then once that you pull the card, you're going into the booklet. So we often feel frustrated with ourselves because we can't see a way out of our situation. We feel stuck and must move from fear to love. Imagine yourself flying above the situation. Change one small thing in your life today. It is your call. Just do it. So will your separation be smooth? So does it feel a bit sticky at the moment? So I want you to say, I am free from any sticky situation. I'm filled with goosebumps. So I'm just giving it to you as it is. I now choose to fly. I am free to fly. So I'm going to give you another card for it. So here's what you do. You get the question, and then you just give an extra card just to shift it. And it's almost seems as if it's hopeless, yet you must not. I'm full of goosebumps. So I have a feeling that somewhere you're a bit stuck in your head and you're not allowing the energy to come through. And we simply need to shift it. Where is your trust, Rebecca? So you need to trust, you need to ask, and we need to move it forward. So your situation and your separation will go smoothly. Currently, it's a bit stuck, but when you'll do it with joy, everything will start to move. So the affirmation is, I'm now willing, ready, and able to have and be the joy in my life. What I'm getting for you as well, Rebecca, you're stuck a little bit in the point of principle. There's some principle there that you don't want to do and you don't want to let go and release. Release the principle, chop it, move, trust, shalom, Haide, go. And that's what it's about. And just cut it and move on. Okay? Next. Who would like to be next? You pick. Bec, you will pick.
So are your cards in any order, or do you just like shuffle them and pull one out?
I shuffle and I ask for an answer.
So they're not in color order or anything like that?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Awesome. Let me have a look here. I want to go with let me see. I want to go with Adrian Perry.
Who?
Adrian Perry. Yeah.
Any questions, Adrian, or I'm just pulling the card? Can you just tell everyone if they want pick me, Jackie after?
I can see you all guys that are asking for readings. Just bear with us, okay? And I can see you all going pick me. So just hang on a minute. Hold your horses. I know it's exciting. I want one.
Adrian, you're coming into the light. You're shifting your energy and really starting to express yourself. You need to allow yourself to be a little bit more agile. And free your energy. You're not allowing yourself to be in your full expression of light. So if you can, I don't know if you're new into spirituality or not, but you need to accept that you are part of the universal family. So for example, with Rebecca before, there were like 2 or 3 red cards, while with Adrian here, it is all into that revive to thrive. So Rebecca is really in a sticky situation, while you, Adrian, is ready to fly into the light. Yet don't be scared, and you need to allow yourself to be a little bit more agile in relation to that. Does that make sense? Let's move to the next person. Pick, Bec.
Me pick? Oh, let me have a look. Is there anybody new on tonight? Anybody new here tonight? First time on? Diana
Dunlop ex Zoidak. The name like this, I have to do it. It's like, oi.
Do you like, I sit here trying to pronounce them and go like, I'm really sorry if I mispronounce your name.
X Zoldak. Ready? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. See?
Are you shuffling like a pro at the casino?
25 years of doing readings, dude. So those are your cards. What are they? Reassess conscience. So is it time for you, Diana, to start to assess your life? Because you've been feeling and looking a little bit lost and broken. It is time for you to start to shift it and to enter some more joy in your life. And when you are not fully connected to who you are and what you are actually ignoring your true calling. And when you are ignoring your true calling, you are suppressing your energy and you're getting even more lost in the matrix. So 51, when I'm looking here, are you where you want to be? Look and assess the situation from a conscious viewpoint that will service your highest good. As you change and move, allow yourself time to reflect on and assess your true calling. So if you're not doing this, if you are not connecting, and that goes for everyone, if you're not connecting, you will actually get broken and lost because you are delusioning yourself. If you have a mission, if you have a calling, if you have an energy that pulls you, you have to do it with joy. Despite the pain, despite the fear, this is it. You need to be connected to that. Make sense?
Bang.
Bam. Next, we're doing Jackie O'Sullivan.
Jackie O'Sullivan.
Is she from Ireland with that name?
Are you burning the house down? I can see smoke.
It just didn't we need it. It's still going. Okay, Jackie O'Sullivan. 1, 2, 3. Abundance, lightening up and embrace. So Jackie O'Sullivan is in a really good place. The abundance is where we are. You have all of this. You need to be proud of your achievements and full of gratitude for your wonderful life. Abundance is everywhere. So this is where you are. This is on the way to thrive here. You are there. You need to continue and to clear out. So lightening up is, what do you do? Are you helping other people to increase their mission of the light? And this is where you need to now take it to the next stage. And the next stage is to start to express it before other people. You're starting your own business. There you go. You need to trust it. I want you to go with it. And this is your mission. You're actually expressing your true mission. That's amazing. Bec, pick. Every time I tell you to pick, then I do it. So it doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm going to go with Elvira.
Elvira.
I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Is that Elvira or Elvira? I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see. Let's do 3 cards here. So I basically just pick it from wherever. Oh, 2 came up at once. Wow. Purposeful, active, and belonging. Those 3 are all on the thrive. And basically, purposeful is you really need to start to acting upon your true calling. This is card number 65. Act upon your true calling and clear purpose. Once that you're doing this, you will do it via being active and having the energy. Once that you are connecting to your mission, the universe will provide you with the active energy to enable you and to allow you to be part of it. Some people then say, when you're connecting to spirituality, but where do I belong? Because there is no belonging. We long to be long. And this is the word belonging. It's longing to be. So you can either look at it as if you're longing to be part of something, or you are actually being part of it. So what you need to do is to actually enable yourself, Elvira, to be in your purpose. The trust, because the universe will enable you to do it. And that's where we need to continue. Thank you.
There you go.
Next.
How are you feeling?
Me?
Do you want to keep going?
Body spirit, bring it on.
Holy Spirit. All right. Let's go for, let me see, Amy. Amy
what?
Amy. I don't know. I didn't write their first names down. Let's have a look. Amy, where are you, Amy? Amy Prowse.
You'd love a message. Let's give you a message then. You've got 3 purple love heart. How can we ignore it, right? 1, 2, 3. Letting go, confidence. Deprive, replenish. And furious. Who gave you the shites? Who annoyed you? All right. So basically, it's time to let go. It's time to let go from the past deprivation. It's time for you to start to replenish yourself, because I'm not sure if any of you knows, but did you know that 3 minutes of anger debilitates your immune system for 8 hours? So every time that we are keeping anger, whether it's towards ourselves or someone else, we are the one who's paying the price. And I don't think that anyone is worth demolishing the immune system, especially not in this time, for anything or anyone. So, Amy, this is time to let go. Let go of that stress and deprivation and upset, because this anger is only harming you. Let me give you another card. In the past, you used to feel timid, but this is time now to start to embrace and feel the safety and security within your energy, because now it's time to lighten yourself up. It's time to shine your light. Capiche?
There you go. You've been told.
That's it. What the?
Straight off the cuff with these cards. There's no messing about with them.
You know, my class, because we're always saying this is the actual witch's card. So when you're buying this, it's like you're having me there with you, talking to you in my Israeli English, and watch it.
Watch it. All right. Do you want me to pick one?
Kira, are you feeling overwhelmed at the moment? Overwhelmed and expressive. Are you ready to be listened and to be heard? This is for Kira Jade.
There you go.
The card timid again comes up. Yet you are free. The cards are asking to remind you that you are free. You are free to express yourself. You are free to be who you are supposed to be. You cannot be timid anymore and suppressed with overwhelm. Instead of overwhelm, change it, shift it, and remember that you are free. No one can put you down. Look at the affirmation. I am now free to be in my full potential and self-actualized. If you've heard of Maslow hierarchy, it's all about self-actualization. Being in Thrive is self-actualization. Okay,
What?
You can pick now. No,
you can pick. Oh, okay.
I'm having fun.
Let's go for Ronit. I always pronounce your name wrong. Let's go. Let's go with another Israeli. Bring him on. Ronit.
Ronit. האם זה רונית הגנדרנית? Wait. 1 second. Ronit, share. Thank you for saying that my cards are beautiful. What about, Bec, what if any girls will purchase tonight, I will send them with a beautiful hand-pick card. Crystal. I will attach an extra crystal as a gift from me with the intention for them. I will dedicate the deck for them. So each one will get, if they'll buy it, they will get personal dedication from me to you. And I'll be more than happy to do that. And I will.
Mine. See? There you go. There's mine. You'll get one of these. Woo.
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
So
how do they contact you? How do they contact you to get the cards? Through Animal Dreaming or through yourself?
Through myself. The soulalchemist.com.au. Or you can find me on Facebook, Sharon Tal, or the Soul Alchemist. Ronit, this is for you. 1, 2, the top 3.
So it's the soulalchemist.com.
.au. But they need to mention that it's via Bec, and I will add via the Banter, and I will add a special crystal. And if you want to buy it as well as gifts for Christmas as well, you can tell me who is it for, and I will add the personal dedication for the person. And it's always a nice surprise to get the actual author signing it. So, Ronit, were you fearful? Was there anything that really stressed you or scared you, that fear was debilitating you? I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. The fear was debilitating you. This is the time now to get your clarity, to shift the energy and to start express it. If you will see the throat chakra, it is time for you to express who you are and what you are. And again, like the other card that I pulled before for Elvira, this is the belonging card. The belonging card, you are longing to belong to something or someone, or whether it's a community or whether it's your expression. And we need to allow you to really be in your full expression. Don't be scared. You have the integrity. So you just need to do it. And you see, the affirmation of the integrity is, I'm now willing, ready, and able to be truthful to myself and others. My heart is open and clear. And you need to start to do it from your heart with no fear, because it's love versus fear. And once that you are in fear, it jumps at you. Yes, Jacinta, I can help you with grief. The deck of the cards is $40 plus postage and handling, which is $15 in Australia. Yes. And that is the belonging. So you belong to who you are and what you are. You actually belong to the light community. So, yes. All right. Does that make sense? I can definitely help with fear. I'm actually specializing in trauma and clearing, shifting in a very non-invasive and non-painful way. Oh, that's very nice, Bec. This is mentioned the Barber. Impressive.
Don't worry about my typos. A professor, don't look. Don't pick me up on any typos. I have to type it in fast. So scrolling across is just how you can contact Sharon, the soulalchemist.com. Mention tonight's Barber Banter.
.com.au.
Don't leave it out.
Don't know. No, you didn't.
There's 8. There you go. I got the AU in it. Oh, there you go.
Reading for the week?
Pardon?
Would you like me to do a reading for the week?
Yeah, I think think we should do one for the week, and yeah, let's see. Now she's laughing at me.
Who's laughing?
Rebecca.
Oh, sure. Laughter is good. It's an expression of the heart.
Melly's saying, I wish I could see you in person. You're much needed at the moment.
I know. Can you say to the government? You're both needed.
You are.
I do I do the healing via video.
Ronnie says thank you to Rabah. Thank you very much. Lovely, thank you.
So for this week, what I can see, well, that's maybe how many of us are in Victoria when Dan Andrews just let us know that we're going to be another 2 weeks. So
at least another 2 weeks.
So the first card is Inner Beauty. And Inner Beauty, it's about your ability to shine inside and out. And we have just started the, I guess spring has just sprung. And it's about shining that power from the solar plexus. A lot of us are feeling currently deprived, yet we need to change it to be content. We need to allow ourselves to feel and to tune into your actual needs. I don't know, today at the clinic, when I saw the people virtually, a lot of them told me how exhausted you are. Have you been feeling it as well, Bec? How much people are exhausted and tired, and it's like, it's too much.
I was just saying today, that I felt flat. And I think being an empath, we do tap into that conscious universal energy. So not only are we dealing with our own stuff, we're dealing with everybody's stuff at the same time.
So may I push another thing?
Go for it.
This is the empath. So I have created this. You see this mandala? I got this mandala from Metatron directly. So this is actually a combination of the Merkaba and the flower. I can't do the opposite here. And the flower of life. This is the strongest transformational shield because, as I said before, with the Merkaba, we're actually transforming. So all the empaths that are out there, this is the perfect shield and connection. I have it with tourmaline, with selenite, with turquoise, with lapis, and now new with coral. And that's really what's told me. I actually wear two, one for myself, and because I work in it, I have another one for external, extra strength. But this is a really, really powerful combo of that.
Sheridan saying she loves the pendant. Sheridan's got a pendant. She said she loves it.
Sheridan, yes. Hi, Sheridan. Is it Sheridan Hackett? Because I can't see.
Yes, it is.
See how I remember the people that purchased my stuff. Hello. I'm continuing the reading. You have to be brave and connect to life again. So no matter what restrictions we're being bombarded with, you still have to allow yourself to find that inner beauty, that inner light, to shine it through. So, for example, the affirmation is, I'm now willing, ready, and able to step out of my comfort zone. It is safe for me to connect to life. Because we are all have been under the shell, and it's time for us, and that's the final card for that weekly reading, to be shine and optimistic. It's time to express, I'm optimistic and now willing, ready, and able to glow and shine my light into the world. Bec, may I add another thing about the actual deck?
Yes, of course you can.
So on each card, you can actually utilize it in a few ways. You can utilize it by meditating and entering into this galactic Merkaba that will take you to an astral travel. You can connect to it on the level of the, I guess, survive to thrive, revive, where it is in the chakras. You can connect to it from the affirmation, and you connect to it from the actual group. Bless you. If I was Russian, I would say pravda. That is mean if someone is speaking and someone sneezes, it is the truth. So this is about the truth.
There you go.
And then at the book itself, at the cover itself, you actually have all the chakras. So you can create a whole journey for your chakra to align it.
There you go. Look at that.
Oh, they actually purchased the package. Thank you so much.
Yes, we've been sharing the Animal Dreaming link. So the guys have been buying them from there. But we've actually put up, some people are asking, where can I get the pendants from? So
now again, each pendant I energize directly to you. Each energized, again, you write the name and I will just energize it like this. So by 1, by 2, this is your protection. This is your so powerful protection. And this one, this is selenite. So if you're more into the higher level energies, this is the selenite. It comes in gold and come with the purple. The tourmaline come as purple, just gold, and blue. I actually didn't bring anything. I wasn't.
I'm thinking, like, have you got them all on?
No, just 2. I have upstairs more. I have the turquoise and I have the lapis, and they're awesome. It depends really what you do and how you do. And dye, if you want to buy, you don't have to pay for 2 deliveries. It's only 1 delivery. More, pick more. I have all the energy.
Don't forget your book. Like, how can they order your book?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Jeez.
See, I just love to talk about my stuff. I don't really. So this is me 3 years ago. No, Elia was 6 years ago. This is a photo. Any similar? Maybe just the girls. Anyway, this is my book, 28 Lessons in 28 Lessons in Self-Mastery. It has the most magnificent 28 lessons. Why? You're learning here about, they are short and sweet and boom. This is another activation book. You're learning about your addictions, about adrenals, about ascension, boundaries, control, cutting the cords and reconnecting with love. So if you have people or things that you still linger on, you can clear it. Desire versus rejection, drama versus self-love, head versus heart. I actually increased it to in gut. How to channel identity, love your inner child, procrastination, inner truth and confrontation, trust versus betrayal versus doubt, weight management, the whole concept of willing, ready, and able that you could hear in the card, self-acceptance, identity, what stops identity, guilt, shame, blame, and as such. We do have respect for one another. We're very respectful. Aren't we?
We are.
So
on
for
camera,
we are. What? I'm joking. As well, let me do a reading for you from this one. So let's do. Oh my God! Seriously, you all saw me doing it. How to channel. It actually teaches you how appropriate it is, right? So it's very simple, actually doing some form of channeling, because you need, first of all, to connect to yourself. And when you're connecting to yourself, you are it. Another chapter here, live. Trust versus betrayal. How many times your trust has been broken? What is betrayal? What if you don't have to trust? This will teach you, you don't have to trust anyone. Because once that you trust yourself, you don't actually need to trust anyone else. Does that make sense?
There you go. See, I have confirmation of what I've been telling you guys for how many months now.
Pardon?
I've been telling them that. And you notice, guys, too, that Sharon's just opening up the book. Remember the night we did the readings with the Mr. Men books? Same thing applies. You can use any piece of literature, any book, and you'll get something out of it. So exactly the same. If you want to order her book, again, just mention the Banter, and it is from Survive.
And I will add another crystal, and I will add it's a different crystal. It's anyone from the chakra colors, like it will be according to what you need. I have a full selection. And this, when I just open, it's the 7 stages of distortion. And basically, it's about domination. How many of you were dominated before or felt insecurity, lack of self-worth, doubt? Doubt is like the core of evil. Shame, lack of self-control and guilt, shame and blame, doubt and questioning. So I'm actually giving you tips on how to do it. And even more, if you're in Melbourne, I actually teach this course in person for 14 hours. 14 hours that I hammer the shite out of you and shake you into strength. I'm saying it with love. And I will not let you go back to your sabotage. I have students, lines of students. It's a small group. It's between 10 to 15 people that I literally, every session, I hand pick what you need to do. And I create fresh meditation every course and every one. Moana, with a name like Moana, I have to. She would like a card.
There you go.
Ultimate love, Moana. If she would have asked for 3, I would have done 3, but she asked for 1, so she's getting 1. I'm joking. Moana, I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways of love, joy, and happiness. Do you understand? It is time for you to shift the past and do it. Saljo Neller. Frustration. I now choose to see the big picture and release and transform my frustration into love. So this is for everyone. So if you've ever done Reiki or if you've been a channel for Reiki, just for today, I will not be angry. Why is it just for today? Because we're taking each day. If I'll tell you never have chocolate in your life, you'll say, what? Cannot do that. But if I'll tell you just today, don't have chocolate, and that will help you. And tomorrow, just for today. So that is the same form with anger and frustration. This is the time to swap and replace the anger and frustration into that beautiful love that you are. And then it leads you to integration and integrate with everything that you have done. Mardi would like one.
Mardi.
Nourishment.
Mardi, look at this. You've got this whole fan base going on here.
This, Mardi, I am now willing, ready, and able to move my body, eat healthy, nourishing foods, and be hydrated. So there are a few things in relation to our energy, to our, I guess, survival. It's minimum. We need water. We need air. We need minimal exercise. And we need to eat the right foods and sleep the right sufficient amount. So you're welcome. So who wants to change? And who wants to shift their energy and to move it into the next level? Whatever it is, there is always another step that you can climb to and you can move. I'm sorry, Bec, am I talking too much? Would you like now?
No, not at all. I'm just looking at the comments. There's people saying, can I have a card just for today? They're all like just loving what you're actually putting up here. The comments are amazing, actually. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm actually going to run a competition. I'm going to put up the details after the banter tonight, and I'm actually going to have the prize as one of these incredible decks and the book signed personally to you from Sharon as my special for tonight. So wait for it. I'll have to figure out something really cool. And you can enter that online, and I'll announce the winners on next week's banter.
Are they going to win 2 or 1 and 1?
No, I'm going to join it together.
Wow.
Going to join it together. They're going to get both. They're going to get the soul package.
Amen.
They might hate it. So there you go. I'll have to think of something, though.
Who can sing with me? Back to life. back to reality. No, nobody can sing. Okay, pass. How can I be without singing, really? So back to life. It's probably Bec to you. Bec Campbell to life. And here we go. And I am a light worker. So it's about allowing the perfect creation and expression of being a light worker. Because being a light worker is a mission and it's a responsibility. And many times it's actually a burden. So the burden is that it is endless fights with the dark. But my conclusion is instead of doing the battles, all you need is just to shine your light. And the more that you amplify on your light, the more darkness will just dissipate and will go because it has no room. So instead of fighting, shine your light and then it will just melt.
There you go. Look at that.
How are we going?
We're going really well. You've got probably enough time for one more.
Jody Lee Schultz. I would love a card, please. Here's your card. Coming into the light. I am now part of the Universal Light Collective family. And you know, once that you know who you are and what you are and where you came from, it puts you in self-love. And even if you don't know, it's all about self-love. And that goes for everyone. Come on, give me Whitney Houston, The Greatest Love of All. Learning
I'll do the hand raising.
The greatest love of all. So this is all about self-love. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
I think we should go do karaoke.
If I had my birthday going party, I do not. Damn it.
Karaoke queens.
Does anyone want to know anything else? Magnesium oil I've created all the way from the Holy Land. I do sessions. I'm one of two in all of Victoria that actually has the aura photography machine. That's actually how Bec and I met in Mind, Body, Spirit as well. She used to do the aura readings. I actually have the machine.
That's right. I want the CD. Nick wants the CD. What? Of us singing. You can do backup, Nikki.
Hey, buddy.
Does anybody have a question for Sharon? Not a card reading, nothing like that. Just a quick question. Can you tell us where they can reach you after COVID is finished, please?
I have my clinic in Caulfield in Melbourne.
What is it called?
The Soul Alchemist, or Melbourne Kinesiology and Detox Center, because I do the detox food spa as well on top of the other things.
Oh, I thought that was people having to go there because they're all alcoholics because of COVID, so they got to go detox.
We can help them to clear the liver. I have done training in nutrition and in herbs. I have a full diploma. I teach about 30 courses. I'm a qualified Reiki master teacher, kinesiology, Attitude with Essences. My book, which I wrote the course, this is my biggest passion, 28 Lessons of Self-Mastery, as well as my other creations. So I love to help people. I've done over 30,000 clients hours in my clinic, in festivals and as such. So I'm totally happy to help. My sessions are just like what we've just bantered. I give them the little laser whip with the answers of where the trauma sits. And then we can just clear it and transform it. So it doesn't have to be painful. And people have been asking me the whole time of COVID, does it work even on the video? It does. Because we need everyone to be balanced. We need everyone to shift the energy. Let me give you two more cards. When we are feeling inadequate, it's really about being belonging. The clinic is in Caulfield in 847 Glen Huntly Road. And I've been there now. I've been in my clinic for 19 years, 4.5, almost 5 in the current location. And any other questions, give me, and I'm happy. Shout out your awesome hair. Oh my God, it's crazy. How do you fix a curly hair in the morning? You wet it and then you pray.
You wet it, leave it.
And then you pray because you don't know how the curls will go.
Bexine, sounds amazing. Hope to meet you one day.
With pleasure. I'm here. I'm staying in the country. I'm not going anywhere, unfortunately.
Oh, actually, Beck's going to Israel at some stage, so there you go.
I'm waiting. And Hawaii, I'm literally landing now from Hawaii, been to Brisbane North. Just do that. So
I know. It's all the same. It's all the same. Ronnie's laughing at you. All right, darling. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. I would love to have you back at some stage. I'm sure these guys would love to have you back as well. If anybody wants any of Sharon's products, these incredible cards, and I promise you they are amazing. They're one of my favorites, and they just feel good in your hands. They're beautifully laminated. They're full of heart, full of intention, and you can actually get them from her website, the soulalchemist.com.au, and mention the Banter. Sorry?
Personally signed for them.
Yeah, she's going to sign them for you, and she's going to dedicate them to you energetically, and we'll send them out, and I will come up with some sort of a competition a little bit later where you can actually win a deck with her card, with her book as well, signed to you also. So keep watching my Facebook page online to find out the details of that competition. All right, Mortek, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And guys, jump on over to Sharon's page and give it a like, give it a share. And
thank you so much. The Soul Alchemist.
All right, darling, you're awesome. Love you, Mortek. Shalom.
Leave the studio. I just go.
You out. There you go, guys. Okay, we're back to here. What's this do? I'm going to click on this. Does nothing. All right, how is everybody? Wasn't she absolutely incredible? What did you think? I'm watching all your things. So it was an absolute pleasure to have her on. And, you know, for me, she's one of my dearest friends and longtime friends. And I think she's absolutely amazing. And like I said, you know, you won't be missing out if you order her cards. They just come with the purest of heart and, you know, just the most loving guidance. She's absolutely incredible. Open arms, open heart. And it's such a pleasure to have her on the Banter. And yeah, love her to bits. And I actually did meet her by reading her aura stuff. So yeah, I'm just reading some of your things. Just got fun, Sharon. I pulled out the 19 card. Love her energy. She's amazing, isn't she? So get on over to her page, like it, share it, whatever you want to do with it. Yeah, I'm just reading. So that's good. That's good. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I do have some more guests lined up for you. I told you I'd have them. I promised I'd have them. So coming up in the next few weeks when I can actually organize it, we've got Nick Vibes, who's actually, Nikki's still on. Nick's going to come on. I've got Karen Dalton Smith, who does the Steampunk Tarot. She's going to be coming on. And I have the one and only Scott Alexander King, who will be coming on one night too. I've just got to organize it with him, and he has agreed to come on for you guys. And I don't know whether we'll do some readings or just have a talk to you, but he'll definitely be on at some stage, as will Karen and with Nick as well. So what has Caroline written? You meet the best people doing aura readings. You do, don't you, Adele? So I met Caroline years and years ago when she came to me for an aura reading. I looked up and she just looks like Adele. Well, looks like the old Adele, not so much the new one now because there's not much of her. But yeah, that's how I meet a lot of my dearest and nearest by doing my work. So I'm so blessed by it. Nick's online. He's saying, yes, I'm here. And we'll have you online as well. So guys, the surprises don't end there. Okay. I told you the other day that I was going to get some more cards, and I actually have these incredible little, I don't know if I can show them. Hang on. They're so tiny. Look, they're so little. But this is the Alice in Wonderland tea leaf reading deck by our steampunk favorite, Karen Dalton Smith. So we actually have some new cards from her, and they come in this cute little parcel. Like, it's got a little rabbit on it, I think, with a heart. And they're so small. They're like kids' cards. Beautifully laminated and great pictures, all full of hearts, and I love them. Look, that's the back. That's the front. So we've got some of those cards. And I just couldn't help myself there because I know how much you love her cards. So I bought another deck, and this is another tea leaf reading deck. And these ones have questions on them. So I thought if I pulled one of these, there's a question from Karen on it as well. Like, why am I always impatient? That's me. Why am I always impatient? So can you, if I put all that up, does it come up backwards or does it come up forwards? Which way does it come? Can you see it? The white rabbit. Oh, you're so funny. Did you see Sharon shuffle those cards? Seriously, under the table for me. You can see them forward? Okay, all right. The right way. Okay. These are so cool. Anchor, balloon, book. All right, let's give them a go, shall we? Which one shall we start with first? I really want to get into Alice in Wonderland because I'm a huge fan of the Cheshire Cat. And I just ate some hair or something. Must be Ari's hair in my cup of coffee. So let's have a look, see what we got. So who wants a reading? Let me see. Sharon smashed through a lot, didn't she? Okay, let's have a look here. Holly, are you still on? Alice. I know. Our resident cat is I don't know if you can see her, but I'll try and give you a look. There she is. Flat up the top of the bunk. It's a hard life, let me tell you. It's a hard life being Ariana. Okay, let's go. Let's do some readings. Okay. Emma, look, see, I've dropped them already. Emma, I feel like I'm drawn to you. Okay, so let's have a look. They're still a little bit sticky because they've just come out. Emma, the one thing that's come out is a ring, okay? And I want to talk about commitment for you, okay? And it's not as in lovey commitment. I want to say make a decision and stick to it, okay? I really feel as if you're tossing and turning and you're like umming and ahhing. And once you know what direction you want to go in, Spirit's going to give it to you. But you actually have to make that decision. You've got to commit to it, if that makes sense. And so I just feel like, you know, so many times people ask, and I've said this before, so many times people ask, like, I want this in the world, and I want this, and I want that, but you don't be specific about it, and you don't commit to it. So today you might want something, but then tomorrow you want something else. So the message that I'm getting from this one is actually make a decision, stick with it, and commit to it, okay? That's the message from Spirit on your little card. So, look at this. This is so cute. I have to show you this. Look at this. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They've got like cherries. She does her own artwork. Blows me away. You rescue and foster. You're very nervous about decisions. Mel, you foster kittens or you rescue kittens. I was looking for some kittens last week for somebody. Jacinta, okay, let's go with you today. Spirit's quite bouncy tonight. Must be the combined energy, which is awesome. You like these cards? They're amazing, aren't they? So you'll have to get these ones direct from her. Where did I get them? Off her Etsy. So it's Tea with Karen is the name of her Etsy page. And you can actually get them from there. Dropping them already. All right, Jacinta, let's have a look here. You know, when you get something, you just go, well, what does that mean? That's what I'm doing right at this minute. All right, so you've got the fish. Okay. But the one thing that I'm seeing in this particular card is that I'm going to go literally for what I'm actually looking at. And I feel like I want to say to you, Jacinta, be comfortable with being uncomfortable, okay? I'm seeing this as a fish out of water. If you have a look, it's stuck on a table, okay? And I really feel as if that's what the message is here. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. We all become like a fish out of water occasionally. And, you know, so many of us get nervous and anxious and all that sort of stuff. But just ask yourself, what's the worst thing that could possibly happen? And I know that I repeat this time and time again, but what is the worst thing? Okay. There's no mistakes in life. There's only lessons. And, you know, so I just want to say to you, you know, step into the unknown and just trust that you are being guided and you are where you need to be. And, you know, we all have that discomfort from time to time. But I have to say that, you know, without discomfort, we don't grow. And I do feel that you're in a growth period. I feel as if you're really starting to move forward and stand up. It's almost like you've had your back hunched over for some time and you're finally stretching out and expanding. And so I do see good things coming up for you. But I just don't want you to jump into that fear and hide in that fear. I want to push you out there and just, you know, be that fish out of water and be comfortable in it. Own it. Make it yours. And I think that, you know, any step further is going to be incredible. So I'm going to leave you that one with Jacinta. Hi, Mandy. How are you? Does anybody have any questions? Ruthie, I can see you. I'm going to pull you one of these cards because they're really cool. Christine, I can see you, so I'll pull your card next. Let me just do this one. Okay. They're hard. Like, even with my little hands, they're hard because they're so little. Here we go. One fell out. I'm going to go with that one. The anchor. Here we go. Pretty cool, aren't they? I've got an itchy nose. Sorry. Emma, have you asked that question before? Gail, nobody's going to actually move anywhere for some time. I think if they're going to move, it's going to be on the other side of September next year. Tina, how are you? You'd love a reading? Just reading some of your questions. Okay. Yeah, just be comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right, so let me have a look. Melly, it's really hard to say. I mean, look, I can sit here say, you know, within 3 months, I feel that, you know, there will be a change in circumstances within 3 months. But, you know, that's as things stay right now. With the way that the governments are going, I really can't be certain about it. I get a number 3 anyway. So I would say within that 3-month period, then something, you know, something should happen there. So I'm just going to pass that one forward. I don't even know who I was shuffling for now. I got distracted. Hi, Beck. How you going? Adrian, what are you talking about? You don't need spiritual education. You need to just go with what you're actually doing. Did I just had a brain fart. Did I just call someone's name out for a reading? Any thoughts about my daughter's relationship? Okay. All right. 2. Okay. Tina. All right. I'm gonna call this one out for Tina. We're all getting itchy feet to get out of Melbourne. Tina, your card is the treasure chest, okay? And the way that I want to read this card is that I want to say go within, okay? Go within and find your answers. Don't look externally for them. I really feel as if what the answers that you're looking for, you already hold within yourself, okay? It's okay to have itchy feet, and that's all right to move forward. But I just feel like I wanted to, the card that I saw prior to this one was the anchor. And I just feel like I want to keep you where you are right at the minute, and just anchor you down a little bit. It's grounding, okay? All of us are presently, feeling a little bit antsy and feeling a little bit nervous about where things are and what we need to actually do. But I just feel as if you need to stay right where you are at the present time. Down the track, I don't know whether it is an overseas actual move, but I do feel like you will travel. But I do see you moving north, so I don't think you will stay in Victoria. As to whether it's a permanent move, I can't see at the moment, but it's totally, again, up to you. The way that spirit works, you have choice. But I don't feel like it'll be a permanent move overseas. I certainly see that you will actually travel a couple of times, but I feel like a move north at some stage will definitely be on the cards. I think after the announcements today, there'll be a mass migration north out of Victoria. So yeah, it's really sad. Christina, I'm going to go with you for now. Let's have a look. Does anyone have any questions? If you're on, say hi. If this is the first time being on, just let me know. Okay, I like to know new people. Share the page, enjoy it. Pamela Watson shared the page. Oh, right. Okay, Pamela, did you get a reading? Are you on here? Hey, Mel. I can see some of you are asking for readings. I know that Sharon read for some of you, so I'm not going to override somebody that hasn't had a reading tonight if you've already had a reading. But I do ask that you stay online and listen to the messages, because there's a message in every message for everybody. Okay, so take from these messages, and if it makes sense to you, then by all means, hang on to it. Okay. Stacey Crawford. Okay, let's pull one for you. Let's have a bit of fun, hey? Let's have a bit of fun. So while I'm putting this, we live in Wangaratta, feeling very lucky. Yeah, you're right on the other side, aren't you? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a bit of a trivia at the same time, and whoever comes back with the right answer, I'm going to read for you. How about that? So get your Google on, kids. Right. I want you to, first person to come back with me with Dolly Parton's middle name, I'm going to read for you. All right, Christina, let's have a look. Christine, sorry. Your card is the book, okay? Book. Right. What I actually feel with this one, Christine, is that I'm being reminded of the phrase, you're just like an open book, if that makes sense. You're just like an open book. But what I actually see in this card, and what I'm being drawn to, is the fact that the book is closed. Okay. And I want to say to you, let people in. Don't build walls around yourself to the point where nobody can actually read you. Bec VDK, she's got in first. Well done. Did you Google that? How funny. There you go. So what I actually want to say is, Christine, I feel like you're very guarded at the present time. I feel like you're moving away from people and just stepping back a little bit. And I just want to say to you, it's good that people can't always read you like an open book, but it's nice sometimes if you actually, share a couple of chapters here and there and just, let your guard down around the right people. Don't distance yourself so much that you can't actually connect to people, and that's the message that I'm being given as I'm looking at this book card. I really feel like sometimes you get so stuck within yourself that you forget that there are people that care near and around you, and you sort of you just get a little bit quiet. So don't go too quiet that people forget who you are, if that makes sense. Open those chapters, let people know a little bit about yourself and share parts of yourself, and just don't back away. All right, don't back away, because you are loved, you are cared for, and I'm just feeling that this is a message that you need to hear right now. So I hope that makes sense for you. Okay, right, Rebecca, BDK, let's have a look, because you won my my quiz. Let's have a look for you. Yours is the mask. Okay, so the mask is always about hiding identity. We all have different masks, just like we have different hats. And I just feel as if I want to take that mask off and reveal more parts of myself, reveal who I really am. Whereas Christina had the book that was closed, you've got the mask on your face. And I feel that the energy in where we are right at the present time is something that we need to be looking at. It's harsh energy, it's confronting times, and many of us have been wearing masks for so long, but now in this energy under pressure, everything is starting to actually fall apart. And I feel like your mask is something that actually does need to come off. Okay, do not fear being your authentic self. And I think that goes for absolutely everybody that's on here. Do not fear being your authentic self. Okay, it's okay to be who you are, and the people that love you and really truly understand you and support you, they won't care what you are or who you are. You come with that unconditional love. And so I really feel, I know, does this make relevance to you? I feel like I need to tell you about this. Okay. The other thing, Christine, I'm seeing here is a Gemini reference or a twin reference. So I'm going to pass that across to you as a link, and that I know you will be able to place with that actually read as well. Jenny, I'm feeling a no at the present time. I want to hold off on that one. I want to, look at yourself first. Okay. I don't feel like it's the time to split business. I feel like it's a time to actually look after yourself, if that makes sense. So I don't know if there's something that you can do on your own, but I want to put that project to the back and bring out something that's a little more personal. So that's the message that Spirit is, that's the message that Spirit is actually passing across for you. Okay. How's that go? That's okay. All right, so let's have a look at these other cards. These are really cute, these little bitty ones. Let's have a look at some tea leaf cards. Now, let me think of another question. Is my hubby going to be okay health-wise? Kat, it's really hard for me to read when somebody's not actually here and giving me approval, but I want to say yes. I think he will be okay. But I do feel there's challenges that or obstacles that need to be stepped over, if that makes sense, as a part of that journey. So I don't know what it is he's actually going through at the present time. And I certainly don't want to jump too much into it without his authorization and approval, because it's reading his energy. But I do feel that, for you personally, as I'm looking at your energy, there's some, some hurdles in your steps that need to be met along that journey, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. Let me look here. Right. I'm going to ask another question. Are you ready? Okay. I want to know what other name a barber's called. What other name a barber's called? There you go. Go hunt that one out. First person to come back gets a card. I'm looking for a specific word. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Psychologist. No. Keep going. Bloodletting they did do, yeah. Psychologists, I think we all are. Adrian, you should know the answer to this one. God sent. I don't know. I've seen some pretty bad haircuts lately. I posted on my Facebook wall today some really bad tattoos. Oh, look at you go, Adrian. No. Righty, no. Ooh, Bec, close. But you're not having another reading. I've already read for you once. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to pick somebody. Who am I drawn to? Is anybody new on here that's not communicating? Somebody's just sitting there. Barbia. Reminds me of Barbia. No. No. Are you Googling this? Hi, Gail. Jamie. Bandage. Okay, how about I make it a little bit easier for you guys, okay? Haircutter, all right. So the other name for a barber was a tonsure surgeon or a barber surgeon, okay? And I want somebody to come back with me with 3 things. I need 3 things. They've got to be all right. 3 things that a tonsure barber used to do, right? Go for it. Earn your reading. How crazy is this energy? Are you Googling? Three things, Adrian. 3 things. I want you to give me 3 things. Here we go, Adrian. Do hair. Shave, cut hair, and bits. Gotta be not the obvious. Come on, guys. Give me 3 things that a barber surgeon used to do. right? And it can't be the obvious, like cut hair. I don't want that. Cut hair or shave. That's obvious. Beard, artistry, shaves, and haircuts. No. Come on. Keep going. Come on, guys. Google it. Barber surgeon. Take money. Loretta, that's one. Smoke cigarettes. Didn't the barber pole represent the blood and bandages? Yes, they did, Francis. That's correct. All right, so I am going to let me see. I'm still laughing at that one. Bloodletting, cupping therapy, pulling teeth, and amputation. Bang! Emma's on point. Well done, Emma. Okay. Remove tonsils. No, tonsorial. Right. You've all obviously gone to the same page. Right, Emma Heish, is it? Okay, well done. Courtney, how you going? All right, let's have a look here. Emma, help me understand the message I've been given. I think that's a message for me. Okay. Emma, I feel like this is almost like a double-edged sword for you. Because I do feel that you have actually sort of like put it out into the universe that you're seeking guidance and, you know, that you are looking for answers. But I do believe that you've been given answers. And as this said, you know, you're looking or searching to try and understand what it actually is. And I do feel that you're actually quite spiritual yourself. And I really feel as if you sort of like question yourself. Okay. And so the question is not exactly, you know, questions about life, but you question your own judgment, you question your connection to spirit, if that makes sense. And so I'm just feeling as if, you know, you're always searching for answers, and the message to me is like really, really loud, is that you need to listen. Okay, it's not that you're not getting the messages, it's just that you're not listening to them, if that makes sense. And so I would be working with my clairaudience and connecting there. And I also feel as if, you know, you've got some pretty heavy guidance on the other side, Emma. Okay, I know that I'm not normally supposed to do this, but look, Emma, I have to place somebody with you that actually had a stroke or an aneurysm, or something relative in the mind, if that makes sense. I feel like it's an older lady, and possibly grandmother, but I feel like she passed with a stroke. And I feel really heavy around the eyes as well. And I feel like there would have been certainly some precursors leading up to the event, if that makes sense. Just a lot of pressure in the head that I've got at the moment. So Emma, can you place this, or am I with somebody else? It's always one that has to jump in, hey? Always one. That's okay. Emma's laughing. I'm probably going to go and Google. It's going to be like Emma, world famous, like psychic medium. I'm going to look like a right twat. Emma, can you place a lady in spirit that's passed from either an aneurysm or stroke? I feel like she had problems with her stomach as well, and may have had either a bowel cancer or stomach cancer or something along those lines. I feel like she was quite poorly before the time that she actually passed over, because I feel like there was 3 things that contributed to her passing, and it was just sort of like a downhill slide, if that makes sense. But I've got a lot of pressure in my head, and I've got a C initial as well, and I'm actually getting the name. It's like a COCA. I don't know whether it's Caroline or Coral or something like that, connected with this lady. She showed me like she's showing me like a pleated skirt. It looks like an old, like my grandma had tartan skirts, if that makes sense. And I feel like she would have been dressed beautifully, and just got a like a blazer over the top of a skirt, a pleated skirt. Is this making any sense to you, Emma? Is this making sense to anybody? Got a lady here connecting to a C initial. I don't know whether it's C-O or C-A. Her name starts with. And I don't know. That's all I'm getting. Okay, I'm just getting the C. I think it's a C-O because I was hearing Caroline, but no, it's not Caroline. It's more like coral. I was thinking like coral or core, something like that. So, but I know that she was. Okay, I'll have a look at your message in a minute. Stacey, just bear with me. That's your aunt, and she's put a big rift in the family. So, Emma, your aunt is in spirit. Is that right? I'm just, I'm talking to you, and I hear like they get what they deserved. I don't know if that's a relative message for you, but they get what they deserved. But she's making me freezing, actually. Just bear with me, guys. Okay. Emma, is she living or is she passed? I feel like she's living still. So your grandmother's in spirit, but your auntie's here, and that's who your grandmother's referencing, obviously. Yeah, I feel like that. I'm just having a look. Okay. So your grandmother passed that way. Does that make sense for you? She's just beautiful. That's just standing here. I don't know whether there was. I feel like she's holding out flowers. Okay, I feel like that's what she's actually holding out. She's holding out some flowers, and I feel really peaceful with her. So I know that there was a bit of a long-standing lead up to her actual passing, I'm hearing the words, people. She thought people got what they deserved, if that makes sense. And it's like the age-old things. When people pass over, it's always the one person that has to sort of look after them, if that makes sense. I can see your grandmother with incredible eyes. They look light colored, like a blue, but they're kind of piercing. And I'm just feeling that, your grandmother's just saying, it's not worth the energy. It doesn't bring her back. It doesn't make any difference. She understands definitely how you can all be upset, but you've got the memories, and that's what you need to maintain. Don't give energy where energy is not needed. Okay. Your grandmother is actually saying that, most of you have something from her anyway. So apart from your memories, I feel like there's keepsakes that you actually have. And, I just want to pass that across to you, to remember the things that you can't change people. They're just going to do that. And, it's her mum, and she thought she was just being protective. And unfortunately, passing or death, dying, brings out the worst in people, unfortunately, because they sit in their own fear state, and they try and control the uncontrollable. I mean, they know that people are actually, their loved ones are passing over, they're passing forward, but they can't control that. There's nothing that you can control when it comes to death. The inevitable is going to happen, and but they still do try and control it some way or somehow. if that makes sense. But your grandmother is just, you know, saying to, look, it's not worth the family disbanding over. She's saying, if anything, you know, bring the family back together. Don't let it tear you apart, okay? Be angry and whatever, but while you're being angry, what's actually happening is that the essence and the blessing that your grandmother was is actually being bypassed for the anger and frustration and hurt that, you know, this aunt has brought to come in. Now, your grandmother's also talking to me about a burial, but I feel like, was she cremated? Does that make sense? Ronit, thank you. Litriot. Teddy bear, they got you. I feel like granddad is with her as well. So I feel like she's with your grandfather. Yeah, she was cremated. Emma, why are the ashes being held on to? Is it because you haven't been able to release them, or she's just wanting to know, like, what's the hold up there? She's passing across talking to me about a scent or a smell, a certain smell that would be near and around her. I feel like she would have had her favorite perfume, and I just feel as if she's just wanting to reach across and you know, just let you know that it's whatever happens in the family can't be controlled, but you know, you have to. Is that why? She's a little bit frustrated. This aunt certainly has some. Yeah. She expected this. She expected this because your aunt is so. I guess, you know, she loved her mother so much that she just isn't ready to let go at the present time and has just pushed everybody out. The message that I want to pass across to you from your grandmother is just time. You know, some things take time and people grieve at different times. And, you know, I just have to say to you that in time she might come around. Just give her some space and just give her some understanding that she's, you know, she's lost her mum, and you know, she's just trying to get a handle on things. But you know, your grandmother is not surprised that this has actually happened. And you know, she's it's unfortunate. She is apologetic for the rest of the family, but she's just saying focus on what you can actually do. Maybe have a memorial yourselves, and you know, I mean, you or just get together when you can and actually, you know, celebrate her life the way that, you know, you guys wanted to celebrate her life. That's what I want to pass across to you. She's also, Emma, talking to you about depression and anxiety. Okay, she's just wanting to know that she sees you struggling a little bit there, and she's just saying, you know, you'll come out of it. Just trust that, you know, it's not going to be this way forever. She's saying you're very sensitive and you're very loyal, and she's saying that people sometimes take advantage of you. And you know, what she's just wanting to acknowledge there is that you know, sometimes you do need to take better care of yourself, and just focus on what you can do to rest your mind and rest your heart in the moment. Okay, she's also talking about a gold cross, Emma, and I don't know who has the gold cross, but she's making reference to that. And her message is, you know, just remember the faith and have faith that everything happens for a reason. But so she's definitely there. I'm going to pass her over and get back and do some more readings. Okay, Rach, I haven't dropped these ones yet. I had I just dropped them. I had Sharon on before, and she shuffled them like a pro, made me look like rubbish. Okay, now let's have a look here. Okay, right. Oh, Good job. I know. Hey. All right. Next question. Right. Whoever answers this one is going to get a reading. I've got a couple more readings to do, and then I'm going to finish for the night. Okay, guys. We had Sharon Tal on tonight, who is the author of From Survive to Thrive Empowerment Cards. I'm asking the question, where was Sharon from? Where was she born? Were you listening? Rachel Selick. I'm going to pull a card for you while you're there. That's not what I'm looking for, Rachel. Loretta, you're spot on. She's an Israeli. Okay, Rachel. Is there a way I can feel more sense of belonging in my family? Okay, this is the question that's came up. All right, this is the question that's came up. You know, I think that sometimes, Rachel, you know, just having the fibro and, you know, just struggling with the day-to-day stuff that everything that we have in fibro does do to us. And I think that sometimes you feel, what's the word? I'm trying to find the word. This is if I what's it called? Not absent, but I just feel sometimes you feel like you're just not present. Okay. You know, sometimes we can feel a little bit blank, if that makes sense. And what I feel here is just a question that's irrelevant in a way. I know your family and I know how close they are. And even though sometimes you feel disconnected and sometimes you feel like you're just fading away, in a sense, you know, like, you know, an invisible person, I do have to affirm and just let you know that no matter how disconnected, how absent, how vague, you know, how withdrawn, how all these things come forward, you know, there's never in your family's mind that you're not important and not part of the inner circle. So, you know, I know that having a silent illness that nobody can see and nobody can understand can be difficult at times, but even though it is silent, it's definitely not noticed. So if you've got any questions about that, then I think Spirit's just answering your question and saying, you know, what you suffer with might be silent, but you're not. So that's the message for you. Loretta, okay, here we go. What do I need to do to alleviate stress and pressure in my life? Right. The answer for that is stop. Okay. Stop. Loretta, I feel like you're going 150 miles an hour. Your mind's going 150 miles an hour. And I just want to say stop. Okay. Your mind is never, ever not on fast forward. I want to say live in the moment. I want to say, you know, stand still, ground yourself, if that makes sense. You know, plant those roots in the ground and just stay where you are for the moment, because while you're here, you're there and you're everywhere else at the same time. Into everything, and you know, you could be so much more effective if you gave something hold to one thing. You know, when I was learning about running a barber shop, they used to say to us, and the advice that I got was really relevant. And they were making the comments in regards to large chain barbershops. And they said, look, that's okay. You know, having a large chain is okay. But the advice that they gave us was have one shop and do it well. Okay. You know, have one and do it really well. And that's what I feel like the advice is that I want to give to you. What do you need to do to alleviate stress? Just tackle one thing at a time, knock it off. Tackle the next thing, knock it off, and just, you know, really focus on that one thing before, you know, scattering your energy. It's you know, at the moment, everybody's being tested, everybody's being pushed to their limits, everybody's living in an unorthodox world at the present time. And I just want to say to you, do one thing and do it well. I'm going to pass that there. Hey, Sugar Mama, what are you up to tonight? What's happening? Is counseling the career path I should be looking into? Bec, I feel like I want to specialize in something not as basic as counseling. So I don't know whether it's more of a course for I feel like it's, you know, kind of like drug and alcohol counseling or something like that, rehabilitation. I'm going to put you in front of that. My step-grandfather passed away 4 years ago yesterday. I'm misinterpreting. I'm wondering if he's okay and why he left so suddenly. Your stepfather passed away 4 years ago yesterday. Missing terribly. I'm wondering, is he okay? Yes, Bec, he's definitely okay. Please know that when somebody passes into spirit, everything that they suffered from in this world ceases to exist. They don't have that. They're all human pains and ailments, and so when somebody passes into the spirit world, they're the true essence of who they were. So they don't have any of those pains, any of those qualms. They're in their purest form. Why he left so suddenly, I feel completely empty without him. Please understand that he's always with you, okay? He's always by your side, and he hears you, and I know you're actually talking to him as well, okay? I feel that for you, he was more a father than a stepfather, and that's certainly how he actually saw you. And I just, you know, there's not a day that he doesn't know that you're mentioning him or that you're actually thinking about him. And he just wants you to know that definitely he is there. Why he left so suddenly, okay? Look, in all honesty, Bec, I feel like there was a lead up, and there might have been missed signs and things that actually went on before his passing. I think that his mental state had something to do with it. And I certainly feel as if nobody could have controlled it, if that makes sense to you. So just know that he's with you. He loves you, and he understands that his passing was traumatic, but he's just saying, I love you, I'm with you, and you're never ever alone. He's telling me that he can take better care of you this way. Welcome back, Pamela Watson. Your internet cut off. Pamela, you shared for everybody, so I'm going to read for you, okay? And Kylie, if you're making lasagna, there better be one in the fridge with my name on it. And one for Lee as well. Hang on, I've got to get the card. I dropped it. What are you doing, Bugs? Okay, Pamela. I'm going to go with the other cards. Yeah. If you could send me one, you would. Yeah, sure. I accidentally got out. I'm sure I haven't missed anything. Hey, Bec, you mentioned I should get in touch with spirit side. I'm talking about your spiritual side, Emma, and your own spirituality. I feel like, you just need to trust. You hear the messages in your head, but you don't actually trust them, if that makes sense. The easiest way to do it is to, I guess, join a development class or a development circle. Educate yourself on just the different modalities that you can actually use. Some people will use cards. Some people use crystals. Some people will use divine guidance. It just depends. Yeah, okay, Rach, I dropped one. I just want to say, start somewhere, okay? Because what's going to happen is that you're going to start somewhere, Emma, but you're not going to finish in that same place, okay? You're not going to finish in the same place. So, if it's anything like my journey, I've tried that many different things and ended up here. So it's all part of the journey. I started off as a master crystal healer, and then I did all the shamanic work, and then I did all the Celtic stuff, and then I've jumped into card readings and here as well. Oh my God. Check out Kylie's message. I dreamt the other night that you broke your arm, fell off a skateboard on the Warburton walking track. If I got on a skateboard, I guarantee you I'd break more than my arm. You're weirdo. Why are you dreaming about me anyway? That's wrong. Okay, Pamela. Yeah. Let's have a look. These are Alice in Wonderland cards. Alice in Wonderland cards. This one is the balloon. How cute are these? So these are Karen Dalton Smith's cards. And these are another tea leaf reading set. And, you know, I thought I'd treat you guys with a couple of new decks since we've been reading with the other ones for some time. Now the balloon, you know, when you have a look at the balloon, what actually makes a balloon lifted up, it's actually gas. Okay, whether it's gas from our lungs or whether it's helium gas, it's actually gas. And you know, what I want to say to you is rise above what you're looking at currently, and have a look at things from a different perspective. Okay, this week I posted a picture of Ariana upside down and the hangman, and I feel this is kind of relative for you as well. Instead of going upside down having a look, I want to put you above it and look down upon it. Okay, because we have a clearer perspective, we have a better understanding of the expanses of things, and just how big it is. And I feel like this is really relevant to you. And and Unite Rach, I love you. And just where you sort of like are at the present time, we all get stuck from time to time. We get stuck in our ways, we get stuck. It's like wearing wellies in mud, you know, when you pull your foot out and the boot's stuck in the mud. That's what I feel, Pamela. I feel like you're a little bit stuck, and I just want to say to you, you know, have a look at things from a different perspective. See, you know, have a look, rise above it, and just see what you can see when you're actually looking down. Because when we're actually looking down on things, you know, things look a lot smaller than you know, the vastness of when they're right in our face, if that makes sense. You know, you can put something right up to the camera and it's going to be right in front of your face, but if you pull it back, you're going to see like more of a, I guess, the panned image. And I feel like, you know, it's the smaller details that you need to take into consideration. You know, the finer things in life, not so much the great expanse of the big situations or the big problems or the big obstacles, if that makes sense. You know, it's like anything. If you've got a cave or something that's totally blocked, you're not going to unblock it by, you know, one big you know, push. It's not going to happen. But if you actually work on you know, small obstacles, if you pull one rock out at a time, eventually you're going to get there. Okay, you're going to get to where you need to be. And I feel like that's what the message is here. It's about rising above and looking at the finer things. Okay, it can be finer things in life. It can be, you know, love, affection, family, time spent with family, all those types of things. But you know, it can be the fine details in a painting that make it so much better than what it would have had you just slapped on the paint. So that's what I'm feeling with this one. Okay, you know, gas is energy, and it's the amount of energy that you expand and lose by, you know, looking at things so close up. You're never going to see the fine details. You're never going to see you know, what actually makes that big picture. It's like, you know, you see you know, one jigsaw puzzle piece, and you just stare at that. It's like one jigsaw puzzle piece. But when you actually put all the jigsaw puzzle pieces together and step back and look at it from above, you see such a bigger picture there. So I just want to say, you know, one brick at a time. Okay, focus on one, look at the smaller details, and once you change, you know, one small detail change can change the whole vibration of something. You know, do something differently. If you only ever do things the same way, that's the only thing that you're going to get. But if you actually just change something different, it might be going to work a different way, it might be cooking something different. You're going to just change that mundane, repetitive thing that goes on and on and on and on and on. You know, it's like recording music. Okay, you just change the key and suddenly you've got a whole new song. Okay, or you change one note and or bring in one different instrument, and it's just going to make that song sound so much more emotional, so much more touching, so much more, you know, appealing to people. And it's like the difference between playing rock and I guess classical. You can still play classical music from rock instruments, but is it going to be the same? No, it's not. So it's the finer details that actually matter. And, you know, it's the little things. So it's, you know, the way that I'm actually feeling here for you, it's like sometimes, you know, people, I feel like respect. I have to use the word respect for you, Pamela. And I'm feeling as if, you know, you need to just have a look at, you know, the smaller details near and around you. And that could be like somebody just making you a cup of coffee. That's them thinking of you. It might be somebody asking, do you need anything? That's them thinking of you. And this is just an example, but it's like not everybody says I love you in the same way. Not everybody says that they care in the same way. But, you know, when you actually rise above it and dissect it, there are so many things that will actually let you know that you are cared for, loved, and that, you know, it's not always what you seem. I feel like there's a change in perception that's needed. And you know, asking you to just, you know, rise above what you've been looking at and have a look down. Languages of love. There you go. Emma's giving it to you how it is. Wendy Watson. All right, Wendy, since you told me to Rob the Reader, are you online? Hi, Wayne. How you going? Wendy, I'm going to pull a card for you. Mouse. This is so funny. All right, so Wendy, mouse. Mouse is about the fine details. Okay, mouse is about the fine details. So whenever I see mouse, and if you've read any of Scott's information, Scott's cards, it always talks about the scrutiny of things. Mouse is about scrutiny, and it's always usually pertaining to a contract that you have to sign, or the finer details on something that you actually have to lay your name to, if that makes sense. And so whatever it is that you're having to put your signature to or commit to, what you actually need to look at again is the finer details. So I don't know whether you know, you and Pamela are in the same thing, you know, or the situation is the same. But hers was to rise above and have a look down at the smaller details. But you've definitely got mouse, which is scrutiny, and to have a look at the smaller details as well. So just focus on that one. Emma, how are you going? Thank you for joining us. Okay. All right, guys, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to finish there as the last reading. It has been an amazing night tonight. I have thoroughly enjoyed it myself. We had the beautiful Sharon Tal on, and for those of you that weren't on a little bit earlier, Sharon read with her cards from Survive to Thrive, these empowerment cards, and Sharon has said for tonight only, if you order these cards through her at the soulalchemist.com.au, she will personally sign the deck for you, and she will handpick a crystal for you and dedicate the card deck to you as well. If you buy her book, the same thing. She will sign the book for you. And if you buy one of her pendants, again, the same thing. She will dedicate it to you, and she will definitely look after you. So that's tonight. For tonight only, you've just got to mention the Barber Banter when you contact her, and she will sort those card decks out for you. Also tonight, as a part of this incredible evening, I'm going to be organizing a competition, and the winning prize is this deck of cards and her book. So it's not one or the other, it's going to be both. So whoever the lucky winner is, they're going to get her book, which is full of affirmations and confirmations and guidance, and this incredible card deck personally signed to you. Okay, so we'll organize that with Sharon. We had Karen Dalton Smith's beautiful little cards here. We've got the Alice in Wonderland deck that we've just worked with, and it comes in this gorgeous little pouch with a rabbit on it. Down the rabbit hole we go. And we've got this other deck, which is a question deck as well. So these retail for, I think, I can't remember, $65, or I don't know. They're not cheap, but they're worth it. And they come in where there is tea, there is love. So they come in these little bags as well. Alice in Wonderland comes with a guidebook, and you can get them on Karen's Etsy shop, which is Tea with Karen, I think it is. And you can get on there and get any of her cards. If you want the steampunk cards that we have of hers as well, you can get them from Animal Dreaming Publishing. And I'll just pop the link up for that one just quickly. There it is there. Okay, so if you want that one, the link is running across the bottom at the moment, but you can also get it off my Banter page or the Australian Psychic Barber page, and you'll be able to book any of Animal Dreaming's cards. Now, you all asked on special guests, and I have secured Karen Dalton Smith, who is the author of these amazing cards. We will organize with her to come on board as well. Nick Bibe said he'll come on, and Scott Alexander King said that he will come on as well. So for those of you that did ask for Scott, he has graciously agreed to at some stage appear on the Barber Banter. So that's really exciting. He's an incredible person to listen to. And I always love catching up with him. I don't see him as much as I used to. Mum's saying hi, everyone. Everyone's signing off. So I just wanted to say thank you for joining me and always supporting me. It's been an amazing, amazing journey. For those of you that struggle with today's news, don't lose heart. I know that it can be quite daunting, but, just try and find that time to just be with yourself and just be with your loved ones. For those of you that are alone, understand that, you've got things like Zoom and Skype and things like that. Set up coffee dates with your friends on Zoom and have a chat that way. You don't have to be so isolated, okay? There are ways that you can actually reach out and contact people. If you're not okay and you're struggling mentally, let somebody know. Let somebody near or around you know. Contact Lifeline or Beyond Blue or any of those, mental health advocacy places, because, it's never nice to feel down and out and not have somebody to contact. If you don't have anybody and you want to talk to me, then contact me. And, I would rather talk to you than you do something silly, if that makes sense. So, guys, next Banter is on Wednesday at 12 o'clock. And I hope that you've enjoyed the show tonight. It's certainly been pretty cool. I mean, Sharon was amazing, wasn't she? Love her energy. Israelis like that. They're just bouncy, which is cool. She's as bouncy as her hair. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you all next week. And don't forget to enter the competition, all right? You got to be in it to win it, okay? So if you're not in it, then you're not going to win those amazing prizes, okay? And I will talk to you all soon. If not Wednesday, then I'll catch you on Sunday. Bye, guys. Have an amazing week and look after yourselves and each other.